Suicide Squad Isekai Episode 2 follows up from where the last episode left off, and this time around, the Suicide Squad have been imprisoned in this Isekai world, and they need to find a way to escape in order to accomplish their mission. Now, as I said before, the presentation and animation of this show is wonderful in the first episode, and this one kept up with that momentum. What I really love about the style of the show is that the action sequences are very versatile in the way they are visualized. There are moments where they are just standardly fighting and they're just shooting everyone out of anything with their guns, but the action also has time to add in a bit of a dance and a bit of versatile movements and extra power-ups that the Suicide Squad gained that makes some very interesting power moves that even the squad themselves take time to really process. I really love the way they handled the action here. It is so much fun, colorful, it's just everything that I wanted the action in this show to be. How's the story itself? Well, it's a prison break type of episode. They've been sent to prison, and in prison, they actually meet another character named Rick Flag. You might know him as the guy that normally leads the charge of the Suicide Squad in many of the comics and films. And he was sent with another group. Now, who is this group? Maybe it's the group that we saw at the end of the previous episode. Maybe it's an entirely new squad team that he had behind his back. Who knows how he got there? It was kind of pretty obvious, but I'll get to that when we get to that in the next review. But for now, he decides to team up with the Suicide Squad reluctantly in order to try and escape this prison. Now, as for the characters themselves, because I did not really have time to talk about them in my previous review, Clayface is like a washed up, unpopular actor that's trying to get into acting, and that's just how I imagined the character would be. Though I don't really know much about Clayface, so anything else about him, I would say that I'm just watching what I watch and just judging it as it is for this character. King Shark is like the movie version of King Shark, except with clothes, and just as violent and just as dumb, except he's not voiced by Sylvester Stallone. Maybe there will be a dub version where they bring in the actual American cast to play these actors. I don't know. It'd be pretty fun. But all in all, I think the voice actors playing these characters are all doing a really good job. They don't feel like any anime voice that you see in millions of other animes that have the same actors with the same type of down-toned voice. They all felt really unique, and the way they played their characters made me feel like I am watching these characters and not just thinking of someone else or another character that the actor is probably sounding like. They all felt like they were perfectly casted for the role. We also get to explore a bit of the kingdom side of things and how they are perceiving the Suicide Squad and whether or not they are a threat or not. And we get to focus on this little princess that wants to maybe make good with the Suicide Squad. And now, there isn't much to talk about here, just setting up a bigger plot line for later on in the show. So I'm guessing that these characters, Harley Quinn and the princess, are going to get together because the show so far is putting a lot of focus on these two whenever they're in the same room together or the princess is seeing footage specifically of Harley Quinn. Which gets me curious as to whether or not they're going to become friends or get into a type of relationship. Who knows? We'll have to wait till what the show gives us later down the road. It's just setting up things so far. But as a prison break episode, it's a lot of fun. I like the introduction of Rick Flag, and I cannot wait to see what the next episode has in store. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys next time.